Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. As many of you may or may not know, maybe many of you don't know, but I have a garter snake named Mikasa, and I got her in the end of 2020, and there was a lot of bumps in the roads to having Mikasa. I will leave a video up here about her and why she's currently housed alone because I did have another snake. That's a whole long story we're not going to get into in this video, but like I said, if you click the link that was up there, then you'll hear all about it. But Mikasa recently got an Enclosure upgrade, and I'm really excited to share it with you. It is a bioactive, not live planted, but it is really nice, and it's a big upgrade for her, and it's been working out really well for the past few weeks, so I'm excited to share it. So, before we get started, I ask that you please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. Also, please leave a comment. Also, please consider supporting us on Patreon or by becoming a channel member. I really appreciate you if you do, or if you're already a patron or a channel member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And with all that said, let's go ahead and get started and see Mikasa and her enclosure. So this is Mikasa's 36 by 18 by 18 Exoterra. It is actually an enclosure I was previously using as a polydarium that I took apart and reconstructed to work for her. Just because I had it, I was like, she'll like this space. It's a good amount of space for an upgrade because she went from a 15-gallon to a 40-gallon, so that's a pretty nice upgrade. But it does have bioactive substrate, which is a blend that I made myself. I will leave a video on the screen here and down below about the substrate. That's a hide that she really likes. It's literally just a plastic container that's sitting on the ground that has sphagnum moss under it. She loves her little humid hide. But yeah, it has a 3D background, it has bioactive substrate. I'll show you the isopods here in a second. She's got a water dish, tons of manzanita and cork. These are her Dalmatian isopods, very cute. She's got leaf litter, she's got all the elements that a proper bioactive enclosure would need except for live plants, and that's just because I don't think they would offer her enough coverage for her to feel safe. She's a very shy snake. So she has tons of decor, tons of enrichment, tons of hiding places. And now I'm going to include some clips of her eating. What I want to say about this is that this is not all that she will ever eat. This is not all that she does eat. She has a very varied diet. So right now she's eating an earthworm. This clip is actually from December because I wanted to see if you guys could see the difference between the end of December to now, which is like mid-March. So that's her eating a chopped earthworm back in December. And now this is her eating an earthworm. Look, she's eating a whole earthworm. She's such a big lady, but that's her eating it now. I'm also going to include pictures of her shed from March of last year to March of this year so you guys can see such a difference. But first, we'll finish off with the feeding clips. So here she is hiding in one of her cork rounds, of which she has many, because like I said, she's a very shy snake. And so she's just kind of devouring this poor earthworm. Rest in peace to the worm. I have a video all about earthworms as feeder insects that I will include on the screen here and down below, so make sure you check that out if you're curious about why I feed earthworms, the nutritional impact of them, yada yada. So here she is eating a little piece of cod. She's had all kinds of fish. She usually has cod, tilapia. There's a bunch of others in the freezer. I like to give her a variety, but again, this is not a full video for her diet, but she's a very great eater and she eats off of tongs super well. She'll eat anything I try to give her. She has a fantastic appetite. Look at her go. She's just incredible. So yeah, here she is eating some frozen thawed cod. I also want to say that this is not representative of everything that she eats in a sitting. I just took a number of clips so you guys could see the variety of what she was getting. This is the last clip of her eating cod. The next clip is going to be her eating chicken heart, like a piece of chicken heart. So if you don't want to see that, then I recommend you click away or skip to the end of this video because it's definitely coming in about 2 seconds. So here she is eating chicken heart, which she very much enjoys. This is just frozen thawed chicken heart. And yeah, she's just a big fan of it. It's disgusting to look at, but she absolutely loves it and it's good for her. So, Her feeding response to all her food is fantastic. Like, she doesn't really show a preference for one over the other. Like, literally is, if I present it to her, she's going to eat it. So here is her shed. You can see the difference. The shed on the left is her most recent. The shed on the right is from March of last year. You can see how much she's grown. Look at the length. Oh, she's grown so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing Mikasa and her enclosure. It's glorious. I really enjoy it. She's really enjoying it. She's getting so big, but she's lovely, and she does have a cage mate coming next year, or actually coming this year. Sorry, next year. I'm still thinking it's 2021. the other snake isn't here yet. It's just because of cold shipping temperatures, as it's winter in Indiana, so we have to wait until springtime for it to be feasible and safe. But she will have a tank mate. I understand garters do better in groups. I have been working at that the whole time I've had her, and you know, as I said before, I did get her with another snake, so it wasn't like she was alone to begin with. So next time you see a video about her will probably be when I get the other snake, so that'll be really exciting. But if you have any other ideas of what you'd want to see about Mikasa, my garter snake, let me know down below. Also, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. Also, consider supporting us on Patreon or becoming a channel member. And with all that said, I appreciate you. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!